Hi YouTube, I'm not in the Pleb Tavern as you can see. I'm in a local woods, brought my dog out for a walk. So I thought I'd do a quick video, show you a couple of things camping wise. I've got a chopping board in my bag. I always bring my bag out, don't always bring a chopping board out, but I thought I'd show you how to make a stand-up height table, what you can make a coffee on, instead of, you know, sometimes it's wet, and to get down on the floor every time you want to put your stove on isn't the best. So I'm gonna attempt to make a tree table about this height, and yeah, let's see how it goes. So here's my chopping board. Pick these up for 99p a pound from your local pound store. Ideally this should have been undone before we come out, but I'll always take on my litter with me. So what you need is cheap board, as long as it's not too flimsy, that's okay. Some cord, you need about 1.5 meters, 2 meters times 4 of them. These are just off an old tent that I had. I'll show you what to do with them in a minute. And then a tree. So I'm going to be putting it on this tree here. There's a lot of dead off wood branches. I'll remove them as I'm doing it. So what you do with this is, if I can find my knife, I'll show you. On the floor. Normal multi-tool. You can use anything really, just something to make 4 holes. I'm going to use, not sure what the name of this, but all multi-tools have got one. This thing, it's like a small version of a penknife. I don't think I've ever used it before for anything, so I'm going to use it now. So in this, 4 holes, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, I'll carry on with this and come back to you when they're done. Okay, once you've done the holes to there, wasn't that easy to be honest. Took me about 20-25 minutes to do that with my little multi-tool. So I'd recommend either bringing a nail to put the initial hole in, or drill them out at home, but that takes the fun away, doesn't it, doing it at home. Sense of achievement when you do it out in the woods. So next thing is either here or here, just carve out a curve or a triangle shape to hug the tree. And yeah, I'm a little bit lazy with this, so I've got my hunting knife. There we go. Okay, that's the kind of effect that you're after. One thing this doesn't do is cut into it very easy, so I kind of had to chop, but the rough edge will help it grip to the tree. So if you can see there, that's basically going to have to do that. And then your strings, I'd say this is about the right length actually. Just drop that. About 1.5 meters. So I'll just cut some of these to the same length. Like I said, they're just guide ropes off a tent, an old tent that I had. The tent actually went in the bin, so this didn't. This came into use. I'm murder for not throwing things away. There's one. Two. Yeah, some needs cutting off that one. It's always good to have these longer than wherever you make it, because if you make it and to fit the tree that you make the table for, that's the biggest tree you can use it for. So always have some extra, so that if you put it on a bigger tree, then you can use it elsewhere on larger ones. So what I'm going to do now is put these strings through. Normally the ones I'm going to cut, I'm going to burn the edge of this just to seal it, just to stop it freeing, and pull this all the way through, and you can see I'll just tidy this up. But that acts now as a stop, so I'll do that on all four and then come back to attach it to the tree. Just on the tree, all this dead wood needs to come off. You can sew it. I have one of these safety saws, retractable, push the button, bring it out, so you can sew all them off. But I think I've already said I'm lazy, so these just should come straight off. It's always good to leave a couple of these, so perhaps saw if they won't come off with the axe. Whoops. So saw a couple of these, leaving don't know if you can see that, but leave a couple of these dead branches protruding, then that's a ready-made hook. So there's the tree cleared of all the dead wood. Tree wasn't damaged at all, just removed all the dead lower branches, and they won't be wasted because that's my campfire. So they're in a pile over here behind me, with my dog guarding them, and that's going to be my campfire. So I'll just show you now how to tie this off. You can see all the cords. Didn't need to on this occasion. Didn't need to cut any of them down because that just creates waste. So I've left them as they was, about 1.5 meters each, and we'll tie it off. I'll just show you, try and show you. I haven't brought my tripod, so try and show you how this works. So first of all, you take the back two, measure about where you want it. I think that's about a good place to put it, and then you can let it hang once you've done that. That's about right. I've got these here, these hooks that I left on, so I'll now take these strings and try them straight. These front ones tie up here for it to hang on, but these ones will just go straight around the back, so I'll do that now. Hang them down. I can go to the floor, it doesn't really matter, you're only tying them off. Pull it up to your position where you want it. and just tie. It doesn't have to be tight at this stage, you can just put it in a bow and you can always tie it afterwards. You'll probably see, I can't see from here, but you'll probably see it starting coming up now anyway. Once that's in a bow, always tighten it later. And then the other two, they come up. Let's see. Once you've got the bow around the side, then there's no chance of that catching fire off your flame from your stove. Double bow in that one. Just make sure you don't do any silly knots where you've got to cut it off later, and then make this one tighter. Okay, I'll just show you that in use. So there you go, all tied off. Just show you around the back. Double bow for the lower ones, crossover at the back, round the front, and tie off at the side. That will now support whatever you want it to. Obviously I wouldn't climb up there and sit on it, but you can quite easily prepare some lunch or dinner on that. So just get my stove out just to show what it's like. Bit difficult with one hand. So around this side, these are the ones that I left. The dead wood, just for hooks, just for hanging things on. Anything you want with them really. Can be used as a hook if you're preparing food. Most camping gear's got hooks on and you can just hang it in there. Right, let me see if I can get this done. There you go. There you have it. Make yourself a brew or your lunch on there easily without having to get down on the floor. That cost me 99p. Ideal for camping. Hope you enjoyed the video. Make sure you subscribe and like. Just turn this off, wasting gas. Make sure you subscribe and like. And click the notifications. Click notifications, you'll see when I put another video up. Really is appreciated if you subscribe. Helps out tremendously, helps us to carry on making these videos. I hope you got something out of it. I think Tide wants a little run now. A few more throws of the stick. Okay? Okay, look out for the next video. Fill your boots. Okay, just one thing I wanted to mention before I ended this video. The camera's now actually on that table. I haven't brought my tripod out with me, but before it balanced on this tree for the rest of the video, and it's now sitting on there with everything else that you saw, with my cooker and everything. So I don't dismantle this table. This all them strings untie, wrap round. I'll probably tie them through the little hook hole on the side that I showed you earlier. Goes in my bag, and it's literally, it goes at the back of my bag, and it just enhances the back support when you're actually wearing your rucksack. So it's the first thing I'll set up when I go camping. That comes out of my bag and it's up, and you've got an instant table, less than a minute, 30-40 seconds, this thing's ready to rumble. And you can already start taking things out your bag and putting it up there. Probably use it for the food and things like that, so you're not taking them out and putting them on the floor. So yeah, there you go. Look out for the next video. Don't forget to subscribe. Fill your boots.